Ever heard of a war over a bucket? Sounds absurd, doesn't it? Buckle up, my friends, because truth is often stranger than fiction. Welcome to the peculiar world of human conflict, where a humble wooden bucket can ignite a full-blown war. Let's turn back time to the year 1325. The Italian states of Bologna and Modena were not exactly bosom buddies, but who would have thought that a simple oaken bucket could tip them over the edge into outright warfare? Yes, you heard it right, an oaken bucket. This was the legendary War of the Oaken Bucket. A seemingly trivial theft of a bucket from a city well was enough to spark a conflict that led to the loss of thousands of lives. And the most amusing part, that same bucket, the cause of all the ruckus, is still proudly displayed in Modena today. Talk about holding a grudge. So that was quite a bucket list item, wasn't it? From a bucket to a pig, wars have some strange beginnings. Now let's turn our attention to the Pig War of 1859, which was a serious squabble between the United States and Great Britain. Picture this, an American farmer, enraged by a British-owned pig that had developed a fondness for his potatoes, decided to take matters into his own hands. Yes, you've guessed it right. He shot the pig. Now this was no ordinary pig, mind you. Its demise brought about a tempest in a teapot, escalating tensions between the two countries to a point where war seemed imminent. The talks were heated, the armies were ready, and all over a pig's insatiable craving for potatoes. But as with all great tales, this one too has a twist. The only casualty of this war was, ironically, the pig itself. So next time you think about bacon, remember it once almost caused a war. Now who would have thought sweets can also cause wars? Welcome to the Pastry War of 1838, a sugar-coated conflict between Mexico and France. Picture this. A French pastry chef, working diligently in his shop in bustling Mexico City, suddenly finds his livelihood in shambles. His shop ransacked by Mexican officers, his pastries scattered to the four winds, his anger palpable. So like any self-respecting pastry chef, he does what any of us would do in such a situation. He complains, but not to any ordinary customer service representative. Oh no, he takes his complaint right to the top, to King Louis Philippe himself. The French king, not one to take such matters lightly, demands compensation from Mexico. And thus, the pastry war begins. In the grand scheme of things, it might not have been the most devastating of wars, but it sure was the sweetest. So next time you eat a croissant, just remember it once caused a national crisis. So we've seen wars over buckets, pigs and pastries. Anything else? We've chuckled at the absurdity of these conflicts, but let's not forget the profound message. Wars have been fought over land, power and pastries. Let's hope the next one isn't over the last slice of pizza.